Hello and welcome to the Policybazaar show with me, Chaiti Narula. This is where we're going to be putting the spotlight on insurance every week, week after week, and bring you the wisdom of all the experts for you viewers so that you end up making the right choices as far as your insurance plans are concerned. After moderate success with a standardized health product, Arogya Sanjeevani, and COVID-specific covers, the IRDAI has now come up with a standard life insurance product, Saral, Jeevan, Bhima. For the first time, the buyers of life insurance, the plan is going to be a boon since the product is the same regardless of the insurance company which is offering it. And this simplifies things to a very large extent. That brings us to our topic of the day, keeping it Saral, standard term life insurance for all. And joining me today to discuss more on this, we've got Santosh Agarwal, the Chief Business Officer, Life Insurance, Policybazaar.com. Santosh joined Policybazaar.com in 2011 as an Assistant Manager, Business Development. Today, under her leadership, the life insurance vertical has witnessed a major transformation in terms of market share and product innovation. Her performance has been absolutely remarkable, particularly in driving the term insurance business, helping Policybazaar.com acquire 50% of a market share in the online term insurance market. Welcome to the show, this is Santosh, and what a pleasure to have you here with us today.
Thank you so much.
Joining her today, we've got Ashish K. Srivastava, the Managing Director and CEO of PNB MetLife India Insurance Company Limited. Ashish is an extremely experienced Chief Executive Officer with over 25 years of work experience across industries and cultures in complex, dynamic environments in Asia, the Middle East, and Africa. He's absolutely skilled in building sustainable strategies, human resources, project management and operations, infrastructure and communication. Ashish brings to the table an extensive senior leadership and management expertise in proficiency in leading businesses to success. Welcome to the show, Ashish. What a pleasure having you with us today.
Thank you, Chaiti. Glad to be here.
And let's begin today's discussion. My first question is to both our guests. Given our coronavirus has shaken up our lives, the IRDAI took several prompt measures to make sure that policy buyers are covered under the insurance umbrella. Recently, the regulator came up with quite a few standard protection products in the market to meet all needs. How, according to you then, Ashish, has the online search for term insurance increased during this pandemic?
The pandemic has, it's unprecedented times, as we all know. An outcome of this is also that the awareness on insurance has gone up. People do want to buy term insurance and other insurance products as well. In this pandemic, in this scenario, this search for insurance products has gone up tremendously by almost 30%. And now IRDA is working with the industry, and they've come up with this concept of a Saral, Jeevan Bhima, which is simplifying term insurance and making it available to the masses. And it's a welcome step, and I think this will only increase the penetration levels in India.
Right. Let me get in Santosh on this one. Santosh, what is your viewpoint on this?
As Ashish rightly mentioned, COVID, I think, was it was a wake-up call for a lot of people who were undermining the importance of insurance. And I think it brought insurance right into the customer's forefront and an important instrument that's required in these times. And we saw that the surge for protection products, whether it's health insurance or term insurance, went through the roof. In fact, when we talk about pure term insurance, we saw the demand rise up to almost 80% plus in the first quarter of the year. And then the demand slightly slowed down. But overall, the demand has been upwards of 30% over last year for term insurance. And the demand for health insurance has been upwards of 50%. So both of these products, I think, which are essential financial tools that every individual should have, they've got the right focus. And I think customers have started to lap up these products. And I think it's the right time to introduce products like Saral Jeevan Bhima, and it's a good step by the regulator because there are sections of the society, especially
You
weaker
know, you
sections of
mentioned Saral, Jeevan, Bhima, Santosh. It's another one in terms of the standard policies which is about to be launched. So while you're at it, if you could explain to us the features, the salient features of it, how it works, why is it so attractive?
So retail life insurance or pure term insurance cover is available today for our customers to buy through digital or through other channels. But those products today are limited to a certain set of customers who have a certain income level, who have a certain education level. So you can only buy a term insurance plan today if you're earning at least 3 lakhs and above. If you're at least 12th pass or a graduate and above, or if you're living in a urban area, it's not accessible for everybody today. And I think that's the gap the regulator is trying to fix. And it's a valid point. It's a valid gap, right? Because a lot of weaker sections of the society, people, like I would say, maids, household helps, drivers, roadside vendors, a lot of these people, and a lot of even self-employed segment, do not have the standard income documents that are asked today to buy a term insurance policy. And I think this section, which is an important section of the society, is being left out from a product that is as basic as life insurance, and that shouldn't be the case. And I think it's a step in the right direction by the regulator to introduce a policy that's for every individual who's earning today and should have the access to insurance.
And you know, Ashish, talking about standard term plan, this one that you're launching is one of its kind, first of its kind. How do you see the standard term market pan out in India after this particular launch? Are things set to go through a bit of a paradigm shift on the back of this launch as well?
The fact that an insurance product should be part of everybody's financial whatever bouquet of products that that they have is becoming even more and more apparent. And this product is going to help, as Santosh was saying. So we have a product, we all know PMJJBY, which is the Prime Minister Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana, that covers gives a cover of around 2 lakhs. So that's something which is already there. Now, most of the term products sold now currently are above around 25 lakhs, and what Santosh was talking about, that there is a gap in between. So between 2 and 25, there is a bit of a gap. And with this introduction of this product, I do believe that we will be able to fill in this gap, which will help also address, as I mentioned before, the penetration gap, which is huge in India.
Very interesting. Ashish, then how do you see consumers benefiting from this particular standard plan, which is one of its kind that you're about to launch, and who really should go in for the Saral Jeevan Bima plan?
Everybody should have a term plan. This is it's a very basic product, simple. It covers the risk of untimely death, and as I said, everybody should have. And in my thumb rule of what kind of cover you should have, it should be around 10 to 15 times your annual earnings. So you look at your financial what you have in terms of your financial bouquet, and see whether you have insurance to the tune of a term cover to the tune of 10 to 15 times. This definitely, as I said, this is going to open doors to many others who have not been able to buy insurance, because of eligibility, because of various other reasons. And I do think this will help us. The IRD is also looking at. I think they've been leading from the front, along with the industry. And not only this standard product, they are also looking at innovation. PNB MetLife is partnering with IRDA to look at what we call a sandbox, where we can go innovate, look at different products to fulfill the needs of the customers. So I do think this is the right time to look at given the awareness to look at various products that we can come up with, including the term which is coming out now.
Let me take this straight across to Santosh now. Santosh, with the launch of the standard product, Saral Jeevan Bhima, it is clear that the IRDAI's push is to cover the missing middle. What, according to you now, is the value proposition here for this particular segment for those without any life insurance cover?
It's an important product that everybody should have, and the product is extremely affordable. Just to give you a sense, if one was to buy a 25 lakh cover and for a 40-year policy term, which is, I think, adequate coverage, you can buy it as low as 500 rupees to 600 rupees a month. So it's an affordable product. It gives a reasonable amount of cover. And if one is a breadwinner of the family and you have people or dependents on you, children, your spouse who's dependent on you, then I think it's a must-have, extremely affordable to the pocket. And now you do not need, to have a certain income level. You could be residing in any part of the country. Your education level could be of any kind. So no, you can't be discriminated, and this product cannot be denied to you. So this is I think it's a right opportunity for everybody to secure themselves. It's I think a very important product in today's day and age, especially during pandemics. When you're going out to earn your daily income. And I think there is a fear in your mind that if tomorrow something happens, who will take care of your family? I think it's time to put that fear to rest and buy a cover of 20, 25 lakh, whatever is your income, at least buy 10 times or 15 times of that and cover yourself with a pure life insurance product.
Right. It's time now for a short break. Stay tuned. We're going to be right back on the Policybazaar show. Welcome back. You're watching the Policybazaar show with me, Chaiti Narula. And today we're being joined by Santosh Agarwal from Policybazaar.com and Ashish K. Srivastava from PNB MetLife India Insurance Company Limited. Today we're discussing keeping it Saral, standard term life insurance for all. Now, Ashish, the consumer-centric initiative by the regulator also looks at broadening the insurance penetration levels within India. Do you think that the standard plans like this will be able to achieve that?
Absolutely. As I said, the regulator, IRDA, has been working, almost leading from the front, in these times, and working very, very closely with the industry. I've never seen, honestly, over the last 1 year, the discussions that we've been having with the regulator, towards what can, we together, do for in the interest of the customers is unprecedented. And at PNB MetLife, we have our own sort of customer. We have what we call a circle of life, where we would like to sort of engage with customers along the customer life cycle, and provide them with products which suit them at each life stage. So I do believe with the IRDA's push, with the industry, showing acceptance and sort of working together with the with IRDA, there will be more initiatives which are very customer centric, starting from this Saral Bhima product, which is going to be there from January, and as I said, we working on bringing in new innovation. And participating, in the sandbox exercise that the regulator has started, where we can sort of go look at new ideas, try them out, and then take them forward. We also working with Policybazaar very, very closely to see how we can get more and more customer centric and sort of onboard customers seamlessly.
Very interesting. Santosh, I'm going to take this across to you now. Since it's a standard plan like the Health Arogya Sanjeevani cover, the features stand the same across all insurers. The only differentiating point now comes is the pricing. How do you see the pricing of this particular product across the insurers? Is it affordable for this consumer segment?
So yes, because a lot of terms and conditions are going to be standard, pricing will be a key element that one should look at. It is affordable. like I said, for taking a cover of up to 25 lakh, you will get the cover as low as 500 to 600 rupees a month. But there are companies who are offering the product, as even at 1500 rupees a month. So the variance is high. So you should definitely compare, because, like I said, there is a difference of somebody's offering at 500 and somebody's offering at 1500. So it makes sense for you to see which is the right policy for you. Price is one point or one element to compare. Given the current situation, one should also compare whether the product is being given to you, with what kind of underwriting. When I say underwriting, I mean, do we have to undergo a physical medical test, or can you do telemedical and talk to a doctor over telephone and buy the policy, or medical is may not be required at all. So again, along with price, there will be the way you buy the product and the way the product is issued to you, that process may differ across companies. So you may want to see some of these parameters as well. The other bit to also look at, and especially if you for a lot of self-employed segment, where they may not have standard documents which are generally asked for when you buy a term insurance policy, which are ITR returns or competition of income. Sometimes a lot of self-employed people are not able to provide some of these documents. So there will be insurance companies who will be able to offer this product to you without the requirement of these standard documents. And they may ask for very simple documents which may be readily available, so that your income is assessed and a product is given to you. So price is obviously one element for you to compare, and there is a huge price difference, like I said, from 500 to 1500 a month. So you should compare, have a look at all policies that are available, and decide which is the right for you. But also have a look at some of these parameters of, the medical test that's required, the financial documents that are asked for, and even things like, I think, claim settlement rate.
Right. Ashish, is the underwriting experience here going to be different for the insurers, given that the territories are preset by the IRDAI? What, according to you, is going to be different here for the insurers?
That's so underwriting. Why do we do underwriting? I think we do underwriting because we are the custodians in some sense of all the money that we get in from the customers, and the promise that we make to the customers is that we will pay the claims as if there is an unfortunate incident, and that's the the endeavor that we have. And the fact is, there are now, unfortunately, there are these fraud syndicates. There are various other rogue elements, which are eating away into the pool, and it's not going to the right heirs, and not to the right people. So we will continue to do underwriting, and I'm sure this is one thing which all insurance companies are looking at very, very carefully. They're part of it. We also reinsure, so there is a part that the reinsurance companies have also got to play here. But overall, this product, the Saral Jeevan Bhima, it's a very simple underwriting. Here, and it's almost straight through. So for this product, at least, we are looking at ways of keeping it simple for the customers to buy it, and then of course the journey beyond.
Santosh, the Saral Jeevan Bhima plan, including few others, are going to be sold online, and we're seeing a push for digital buying even from the regulator's side these days. How do you see this turn out from a consumer standpoint, and in what ways will the policy buyers benefit while making these purchases online, not only for this standard product, but also while buying the other plans?
When you buy the policy online, there are a few key benefits that one should keep in mind. One, I think the most important point is the fact that you know what you're buying into. Everything about the policy is written there. So there is no element of being misguided. There's no element of buying something that you did not want. That's, I think, the most important element. Plus, when you're buying online, when you talk to a call center executive to help you through the process, all of the conversations are recorded. And because they are recorded, there cannot be any kind of mis-selling, which tomorrow at the claim stage becomes very important, because there is right disclosure, enough amount of disclosure, and that really helps in a hassle-free claim settlement process. I think that's the big one. And there are other benefits around it. So if you buy online, you get a discount. Even in the retail term insurance plans today, there's a discount of 5.5%. And this discount is every year. And you're buying a 40-year product or a 30-year product. So it's a meaningful discount. It can add up to almost 2 years of premium. The entire 2 years of premium can, in a way, become free because you're getting a discount of 5.5% every year. The discount is
Sure.
expected to be far more steeper on Saral Jeevan Bhima. So there may be a discount of up to 15-20% every year when you buy online.
All right. And this brings us to the final question now. It is for both of you. Santosh, how is this product going to be different from the regular term plans, and how well do you think the product is going to be actually doing amongst the consumers?
So from a product perspective, it basically takes care of your family if something were to happen to you, and a sum assured will be paid to your family so that a family can take care of themselves and carry on with their lives. So in that construct, the basic construct is the same if you compare it to today's term insurance plans. The large difference that exists is that today's term insurance plans have a lot of eligibility conditions, and the eligibility conditions are mostly around income, that you have to be earning at least 3 lakh rupees a year annually. You have to be at least 12th pass or a graduate, and you have to be residing in a certain locality or which is slightly urban. So some of these restrictions apply, and because of this, a lot of people are not able to buy these life insurance products, pure term insurance products. And also a lot of, even if you meet this criteria, a lot of people we see who come to us who are self-employed, though they are, they fulfill these conditions, they're still not able to buy it
Sure.
because they do not have the documents that we ask for. And those documents are ITR returns and computation of income, which are not documents that are readily available, or everybody, every self-employed individual files for these. So then it becomes difficult for them to buy this product because their incomes are not at a level where they then necessarily file for a return. So that makes it difficult for even the self-employed segment to buy a product. Now, some of these problems go away with Saral Jeevan Bima because everybody will have access to the product.
Let me bring in Ashish as well. Ashish, what is your take? How well do you think the product is going to be doing amongst the consumers?
Very quickly, this is about, this is a big move. And I think it's a very good move. This opens the gate to a number of people who were earlier not, in some sense, not eligible. As I said, the gap between the 2 lakh cover and the 25 lakh cover. And I do, hope and feel that this will enable the insurance companies to reach the households which we have not been able to reach before.
That's a very quick response and a very concise one while at it. Well, that's all that we have this week. Thank you so much, Ashish Srivastava, Santosh Agarwal, as always, for joining us today. Keep watching the Policy Bazaar show. This is Chaiti Narula signing off.